Sana. Check my phone. At least I hope I'm good. I don't know. Should be ready soon. Just kind of scrambling to get ready. I guess I just lost track of time. I was working. Does anyone know the answer? You know, what I posted on Twitter? So that's something like, I don't know. I've never really studied HTML, CSS, or JavaScript kind of thing for web pages. But the Sekai.best, they changed their website to the type where it kind of loads. I don't know how to say it because I don't even know what it is to describe it. But basically, you cannot open links in a new tab because it's not a link. But like, have you ever had like a website where, you know, you right click on something and you try to open in a new tab, but there's no option. You can either only go back or forward. Like, it's a specific type of web page that I don't know how to describe even. But that's what I used to use for. That's what I used to use for my gacha planning streams for, you know, over a year and 3 months already. So it has never been that way before. It's just a change within the last 3 months for Sekai.best, where they kind of changed their website. So they're not based on links, they're based on JavaScript or something. I don't know exactly what it's called. But because of that, I actually have no idea how to do my stream now. I don't think it's technically like really feasible anymore. Because the main thing is that when I have the list of all the gachas, before I would right click on one and then I open in a new tab, we would check out that, you know, that banner, check out the cards, and then we would go back to the list. But now when you can't, so you have to click it. So when you click it and you go back, it resets the list, so it goes all the way back to the top. So basically I have to scroll through all the gacha lists every time to find the next one, and I have to remember where I left off. So it's not really viable anymore. Unless I do like a lot of work, like I pre-bookmark like a set of lists, or, you know, I have like 1,000 tabs open or something, which isn't what I normally do. But it might be the only way. At least I can't think of another way to kind of easily do it like the way I used to. Okay, but anyways, welcome back today. Today we're playing Project Sekai. Yesterday we were playing Honkai Star Rail. I don't know what was the last time. I'm trying to remember what we did on the other streams. But it's been a few days since Project Sekai, so I was like, we should get in some Project Sekai. I guess I just played for no reason on the 27th, so basically 2 days, well, only 2 days ago. That's not too long. But I do feel like it's been a long time. So yeah, after yesterday's stream for Honkai Star Rail, I was pretty upset about what was going on with chat. So, you know, today I'm going to enforce chat rules. You know, if anyone breaks them, I'm not giving any warnings. I'm not going to be nice. You know, timeouts are going to be happening real soon. You know, so let's get started pretty soon. So this is Mizuki's Key Story. I think it's technically Mizu 4. I was confused before because I think the next one coming out, the one coming out on the 31st, is also Mizuki focused. And it definitely involves Mizuki and One-chan, but I don't think that one counts as Mizuki. I don't think that one counts as Mizuki 5, which is why I was always confused about the counting. So that's actually a group story, even though it's Mizuki focused. Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about it, but, you know, if anyone comes into my stream and tries to talk about themselves, you know, and derail my stream, I'm going to time out. I don't care if it's related to something else that I may have done in the past. I don't care. So Mizuki 4 is where we're at, which is right here. Let's check the date. I think it's the end of April, so we're still 8 months behind. Yeah, let me check out, let's see where we are at Nightcord. So, you know, I've kind of not been looking forward to this portion of the Nightcord stories. It's one of the reasons I don't like Mafuyu, because I feel like she takes up too much space because she's so pretty. Because she's so pretty, everything revolves around her, which is what I kind of feel about it. But really, it basically started since, I think it's this one actually. It's this one, yeah, actually. So this one is, this is when, with university practice exams looming, Mafuyu continues to study to meet her mother's expectations. So Mafumom didn't debut here yet. He does, but she doesn't deserve to. Other than the fact that she's the most beautiful member, which is why I don't like it that's the main reason I used to hate Mafuyu. It was 2 reasons. One was because the main story. So from the main story, she, you know, abandoned her friends. Not only abandoned her friends, but she tried to blame them for everything. And she essentially tried to kill them. Like, literally tried to kill them, is what it felt like. Not only did she ghost her friends, but when they went to look for her, then she tried to kill them. So that was why I really hated Mafuyu. I think you guys have heard this before, you know, when I used to say, you know, Mafuyu's just like me. She's got purple hair and she's dead on the inside. But we're dead in very different ways. So, you know, I do feel like, from that one, I didn't like her, even though, you know, earlier on, I always have my tier list. This one. Mafuyu's at the top. She's just very pretty. I would love to, you know, roll for her cards, but from the story, I just really didn't like it. And then the other story is kind of the Ichika effect, where I feel like she takes up too much of the story. Because, you know, she's so pretty, all the stories revolve around her, whereas, you know, I would much rather have, you know, Kanade and Mizuki stories. But basically, you know, a lot of this has been about Mafuyu, I think. The main story was about Mafuyu, even though technically Kanade is the leader. The first story was also about Mafuyu again, so this is her discovering she has, you know, mental issues that she's, you know, kind of unaware of. Here's Mizuki having friends. This is Anna fighting with her dad about, you know, pursuing art. This is Mizuki's secret. So that's one thing I also don't like about Mizuki's stories, is that they're all Mizuki's stories are about Mizuki's secret, but it's been dragging on for a long time, like way too long. So since here, I think since the main story, they already hinted about it. At the time, I had no idea what it was. Okay, I remember the mean girls were bullying her at the mall, or they were talking behind her back at the mall, and she was like, "Oh, she dresses so weird." I was like, "What do you mean? She's just like an average anime character. What's wrong?" So it wasn't really until, I think, Secret Distance. So when they made it more explicitly, where they go back into Mizuki's past. So Mizuki's past, then flashbacks to, you know, when she had short hair and she was in a boy's uniform. So also I have to, you know, this is a touchy subject because, you know, I'm sure people will run in. At least we're a few, you know, we're like a month and a half away from Mizu 5, so it's less hype now. But if anyone comes in and tries to spoil Mizu 5 for me, I will ban you immediately. I don't care if you're first time anything. I will ban you immediately. There's no, you know, no second chances. But from here, we know Mizuki. So this is spoilers for people who haven't done the earlier stories, but we're not gonna spoil anything beyond that. So, you know, Mizuki, you know, here she has her secret, but she's still not telling everyone. So this is when we kind of find out about it. This one was Anna pressing Mizuki about her secret, but, you know, they had an accident, and then Mizuki was just very happy that Anna was okay, so they kind of swept it under the rug. Carnation Recollection was about, you know, Kanade perfecting her craft, which I really enjoyed. This one was about, you know, Mafuyu's warmer feelings with her mother when she was younger. This one was a showdown with Anna and Mizuki. So Mizuki, you know, Anna's still pressing Mizuki about it, but at the end, Anna was like, "If you don't want to tell me, I will accept it, but I will be here for you always, and, you know, tell me when you're ready." That was really sweet of her. I mean, it's kind of where we're still at. Don't talk about Mizu 5 spoilers, please. I'm serious. I will ban anyone who mentions anything from it. The warmth of intersecting melodies. This one was, what was this one about? This is the what's that called? This is Kanade and Mafuyu's origin story, I think. Is it? No. Is it? Or was it the next one? I think it's the next one. This is the Ichika one, right? Where it was kind of fillery. Ichika, you know, they borrowed the CD. She got the last CD at the store with Kanade. And then they ended up being friends. And then this one was the origin story of Mafuyu and Kanade. And then this one was more of Enna's art journey, or how she's going back to art class after, you know, having run away before. So the first one was with her dad. This one was with herself. So she actually takes a step and goes back to art class. And she's horrible at it now because, you know, people have been doing it for years and she gave up. Kind of like me, you know. Though Enna's not my favorite character. She's like a little too prickly, you know. This is like slight spoilers from the World Link, I think. I mean, a lot of people know it by now, but you know, in the children's book or something, Enna is described as the hedgehog, which is, you know, kind of prickly. I thought that was really good. This one was just filler. This one, so this is where it begins for Mafuyu, where, you know, her mental issues. I think this is when her mom took away her synthesizer, I believe. It's either this one or the next one. So this is when, you know, she wouldn't, you know, say no to her mom, but it really bothered her. So she ended up cutting class or cutting cram school to go to Phoenix Wonderland. Spoiljoy Park was about, is again about Kanade's craft, which I feel those kind of stories matter the most to me. That's why I like Minori a lot, as well as Kanade. Also, this is the Spoiljoy Park Kanade, which I will probably be rolling for next year. Also, again, I'm going to ask if anyone knows, if there's a web page and you right-click it and there's no option to open a new tab, is there like any way around it? I was trying to do gacha planning today for Project Sekai on sekai.best, which is what I usually use. But they've changed the web page format so that it's only back or forward. Like, it's, I don't know if it's, you know, JavaScript or whatever, but there's no option to open websites, you know, different gacha pages in new tabs anymore. So if anyone knows the answer, please tell me. But Spoiljoy Park, I really love the story because it's Minori and Kanade. Also, I really love, you know, what happened in it too. So it's kind of about, you know, why they do things as well as, you know, their inspirations. So this one is kind of like the first one that's like deeper into Mizuki's past. Like they really go like further back and it's like cemented. I think like the earlier one, they only flashed it like briefly. Like they showed the cutscenes briefly. But I honestly don't remember what was the end of what happened. Oh, I guess this was also Mizuki's backstory technically. Mizuki and Enna, how they met, and how things. That was what it was about. So it wasn't so much about Mizuki's past. It was about when Mizuki, you know, met Enna. So, you know, Mizuki was really emo then. She also was, you know, had short hair with the boys' uniform. So we don't know what that implies exactly. But you see it here already. And you know, I think when she first joined Nightcord, she was still that way, or they were still that way. So, you know, Enna, but the first time they met in person, I think, you know, was probably in the Nightcord main story. So in the Nightcord main story, it already looked like, you know, normal Mizuki that we're used to. And then this one was filler with Honami and Emu. It was more about art with Enna. This one was a group story. Like I think everyone showed up. But I think Mafuyu was volunteering at the fair, so she kind of got some time away, hung out with Nightcord. I know Kanade and Mafuyu play piano together in episode 10. So that was kind of their, you know, their bonding, or you could say romantic moment. But, you know, I'm not really a Kana Mafu, is that what they call it? Kana Mafu? I'm not a Kana Mafu shipper because I don't like Mafuyu. But, you know, it's kind of undeniable that, you know, definitely they try to... The stories are kind of written that way. I honestly don't remember what happened in this one. Oh, this is the one where she drew a picture of Mafuyu. I think that showed up again in World Link. So I think, what happened? It was raining. Mafuyu stayed over at their house, and I guess Enna can kind of feel. So this is like the beginning of the like where it gets really into Mafuyu. This one was kind of all about Mafuyu. So this one was a really important story. what's that called? I love Kanade. Samsa is my favorite song, so I was really looking forward to this story. But I do feel like it was very plot focused, so I didn't enjoy it too much because there wasn't much Kanade character development. It was just Kanade taking action. I mentioned during our read through as well as in the past that I had something where in the past where I was in Kanade's position, and I stood up for my friend against my friend's mom. When I was a child, when I was still a minor. So I had a very similar situation, though it definitely didn't end up as well. So it kind of I was really looking forward to it, but a lot happened here. So basically, Mafumom is snooping on Mafuyu's laptop, found out about Nightcord, so everything's going down now, like really down. And then she got Kanade's contact info, called her out, literally called her, and then they met in person. I think Kanade didn't tell Mafuyu, but told these two. So she went to confront Mafumom, and they couldn't work anything out. Mafumom's like, stay away from my daughter, and Kanade says, no. That's what the stamp is for. No. But I had to look up what immiscible means. But immiscible, apparently, it's like a scientific term to describe two liquids that cannot mix together, like oil and water. It just can't, you mix it, it will separate already. Yeah, I've been trying to catch up for since I've started. Like, I really got into stories like after September last year, so it's been a year and a half. But it's going down for Nightcord. So here, the next three, basically everything since this one is about Mafuyu. Well, not this one and this one and this one, but basically like from this one and on. So this one was about Enna detecting Mafuyu's problem. Oh, also, Enna had a showdown with Mafumom, but she lost. She wasn't like Kanade, so Kanade like slapped the where's my sensor? She slapped out of Mafumom, even though she didn't take her down. But Enna was like, got stunned and covered it up with lies and tried to get around it. Kanade is like Giga Chad went up to her and said no. So I love Kanade, but they did talk on the phone, so they did bring it up, but it's really going down. So Mafumom knows all about them now. Kanade says, I won't stay away. Mafuyu needs music in her life. And now we're on to here. So this is We Escape to Survive. That's what we'll be doing today. So I get the feeling that it's not going to be too Mizuki heavy. I hope it is, but I hope I'm wrong. But it feels like it's going to be another Mafuyu story, because you already see Mafumom here, and We Escape to Survive, you can kind of figure out what's going to go on, especially if you know slight spoilers from the future, which I will not talk about since we're not there yet. But this will lead up to this, and this one is kind of it's not the end, but it's kind of the beginning of the end for Mafuyu. So this is a very important story as well. But we're going to do this today. Let's get started. We Escape to Survive. Only Nightcord, no one else. Kaito, Luca, Len. Who are we missing? We're missing Meiko and Rin. Meiko, watches them from afar. Rin is kind of just a little bit grumpy. Len is the cutest. Kaito, you know what? Nightcord Kaito is such an asshole. Such an asshole too. Luca's kind of just the usual, always fun, and Miku's very depressed. But I really don't like, I feel like the more stories that I get sneak peeks of, the more I dislike Nightcord Kaito. But let's get started. Let's see where we are. It's gonna be all four. It's gonna be all four plus Mafumom. I don't know if there's any solo Mizuki chapter. There's at least one. Just getting a small sneak peek. No Kanade. Everyone. Okay, so we have a couple of pure Mizuki chapters. So we'll see if we get a lot of Mizuki development. Episode 1, Without Realizing. All right, Mizuki's room. Oh no! Wait.
Yuki, 今日も来ないね.
See, so this issue, I don't know if this is gonna tie into
ちゃんと送られてくるし、たまにファミレスであったりはできてるけど。
I don't know if it's gonna tie into Mizuki's own problems. It probably won't, because it's not getting resolved until Mizuki 5, or Enna 5. But here already, that's why I don't like Mafuyu. She just takes up too much space because she's beautiful. Which I love Mizuki, I love Kanade. So I wish they were more center stage. I guess Mizuki is pretty center stage after the latest stuff in JP. But I have to wait a year to get to that. So Mafuyu is, I guess Mafumom's like cutting her off. You can't go out with your friends anymore. Stay away from Nightcord.
ナイトコードでの作業はもう2週間やれてない。
Been able to meet her at the diner on occasion. So she's kind of like trying to sneak away. But basically her mom's like, gaslighting her and like telling her to stay away from these people. They're bad for you.
やっぱり今もあの母親に見張られてるのかな。かもしれない。2週間か。あれからもうそんなに経ったんだ。
2 weeks since Immiscible Discord, I'm assuming. Which was technically March. This one is in April, so pretty close.
ホテルの前で真冬のお母さんと別れた。そんな音楽は真冬の人生に必要ないなんて。なんなのそれ。そんなの真冬の気持ちを完全に無視してるじゃない。
I almost feel like and it feels more American. Maybe that's the way I can put it.
前に通話で真冬との会話を聞いた時からどこか嫌な雰囲気は感じてたけど、奏の話を聞いて分かった。真冬のお母さんは
I always guess
真冬の気持ちを
because her dad's an artist, maybe they're a little bit more, liberal, less conservative, they don't have like traditional or less traditional Japanese values.
真冬には話さないの。
Oh, that's right. She hasn't. So, Mafuyu doesn't know about
母
this.
親がどういう考えなのか知ったら真冬も。それは私も考えた。でも話したとしても真冬は受け入れられないと思う。少なくとも今はまだ。前カイトが来た時のことなんだけど。
Because I don't actually know if Mafuyu's issues are solved in JP because I didn't read any of them. But I do know from the banners and the cards that the next Mafu story is with Mafu Dad, I believe.
母さんは私の思いを殺そうなんて。
Also, another reason I don't like Mafuyu is because she reminds me of someone I know. Who is kind of like, not that I hate her, but I do, my friend is someone with a horrible mother. Way worse than Mafumom. But my friend also, kind of like really, really idolizes their mom. And think that their mom can't do anything wrong. Even though it's obviously, it's obvious that it's obviously they don't agree with what the mom does, but they always do anything. It's just, that's just what they believe in, I guess. Like they obviously are, they obviously don't see things the same way. But, anything the mom says, they'll do no matter what. And they'll always defend their mom no matter what. No matter how horrible they hurt other people or, my friend themselves. I have a feeling Mafuyu continues to believe that her mother genuinely cares about her and would never do anything to cause her pain. That's like my, my friend, I think. She's still clinging to that too.
それは僕も感じる。多分真冬は無意識に信じようとしてるって。
It could be, it is, a lot of things are subconscious if you don't, if you're not, if you live an unexamined life.
に話したとしても真冬は受け入れられない可能性が高いし。
Honestly, it's more common than, than not, actually.
確かにそれはそうだけど、でも
So I always say, sometimes I assume people are like me, but
どうしたら
the reality is like no one is like. I'm weird. I'm weird, so I should assume that no one is like me. That's more likely to happen.
でも苦しんでる真冬を助ける方法はきっとあると思う。だからみんなで考えていこう。
See, I'm not as good as Kanade. I can't save anyone. Though I do feel like
そうだね。
maybe more so
真冬が苦し
before.
んでるのにこのまま何もしないで見てるだけなんて気分悪いし。
Do have like a I did before.
真冬のため
Maybe
に
like
僕たちができるこ
6,
とを
7 years ago.
考えていこう。
I did have like a kind of like a savior complex like Kanade does. And now I've just given up. Because I failed too hard.
あれからしばらくみんなでいろいろ考えてきたけど、
See, this story's not about Mizuki at all. At least not so far.
ねえみんな、ちょっと世界で会わない？
I do love this Mizuki stamp though.
何？
I use it all the time.
うーんと気分転換したいんだよね。ずっと椅子座ってると妙に肩凝っちゃってさ。それにほら、
Mizuki needs to
今の
stretch.
ユキの状況とかミクたちにもまめに教えてあげたいし。確かにそうだね。
I wish I had a Sekai. And Vocaloids would help me with my
それじゃあ
feelings.
今日は世界で休憩しようか。やったー。それじゃ5分後におやつ持って集合ね。
Snacks. I have chewing gum. Oh. So Mizuki's just feeling down, but it isn't even about her own problem, or their own problems now. It's about Mafuyu. So, like I said, he's like, this whole year of stories, basically from here, or even here, or even here. What was this one? June 2023, all the way to like 2025. Like 2 years of story completely around Mafuyu almost. At least a full year, like from here on for sure. At least from here on, yeah, this one. Okay, let's keep moving. Also, I guess we're only...
やっほー、みんな元気？
I think we're only 5 months away from 3.0.
もしかして次の曲ができたの？
ううん、今日はちょっと休憩に来た
I
だ
guess for
け。
Anna, it's about the same. But like for Mizuki's shoulders and Kanade's shoulders,
やっぱり
and Minori's,
真
of
冬は
course.
来れない。
Did I say Minori? I meant Anna.
夜はほとんど動けないみたいで。
そっか。
But I'll just have to accept it.
でも奏たちは何か手を打とうとしてるんでしょ？
あ、うん。
Do you think it's an issue of rigging?
いろいろやってはいるんだけど。
いろいろってどんなことを？
例えば真冬がちょっとでも息抜きできるようにって思って外で会う回数を増やしてみたり、
Well, they're only 16 at this point, I think.
あと真冬が学校から帰るときカフェとかファミレスで待ち合わせしたりしてさ。
I mean, when my Invisible Discord happened,
奏は
I
最
think
近
I
曲を
was
作る
like
ペース上げてるんだよね。
17 or 18.
やっぱり真冬にはニーゴで曲を作る時間が必要だと思うから。でも
奏ちゃん？
やっぱり根本的な解決にはなってないんだ。
They can't.
真冬は毎日じゃないけど作業できてるし、たまに会うと少しだけほっとした顔をしてくれるんだけど。
今の真冬の状況自体をよくできてるわけじゃない。
そうなんだ。
本当は
I mean, if
真冬の母親に理解してもらえればいいんだけど。
it's not really a spoiler for the story. It's a minor spoiler, but it's kind of unavoidable. If you know the stamp and you literally, you know the name of the, the name of the story, the title of the story, we escape to survive.
あるじゃな
You have
い。
a feeling where this is going already.
きっと
Not even to mention if
あ
you've
なたた
actually,
ちも考えたんじゃないかし
read
ら。
ahead in JP.
結局、真冬にこの状況を壊させるしかないって。真冬が、真冬のお母さんの本当の気持ちを理解すれば、ちゃんと反抗できるようになるんじゃないかしら。なら私たちが真冬に、お母さんの真意を伝えれば。
Yeah, so all they can do is get Mafuyu to take action herself. So technically, they're like, trying to change her mind. But like when Invisible Discord happened in my life, the other side always thinks that, you're the one gaslighting them. Whereas you, on my side, from my perspective, that from there, she's the one gaslighting her. So, it's kind of, it's difficult, especially when you're young, The older people are supposed to know better. They don't always do, though. But at the same time, they're only 16. So it's hard to say what they can do. But, Luca, I have a feeling Mafuyu will be a muster of courage if she understands what her mom is doing to her.
それはルカの言う通り、私たちも考えた。でもできない。
あら、どうして？
それは真冬にとってすごく残酷で受け入れがたいことだから。
残
Yeah.
酷？
It may not.
あ
Wait, Zankoku is cruel, right?
そうね。真冬に
Hold on,
お
hold on,
母
hold on,
さ
hold
んが言っていたことをそ
It
の
would
ま
be
ま
too
伝え
cruel.
たら
Wait.
と。
それは真冬にとってすごく残酷で受け入れがたいことだから。
It would be too much.
残
It would be too
酷？
cruel, I guess.
ああ、そうね。大事に思っている人に本当の幸せを考えてもらえていないのだから。
That's like my mom.
でも、
And also my
状
friend's
況を
mom
打ち
too.
破るために
But they
は
don't realize it.
痛みを伴うことも必要なん
Or
じ
they
ゃないか
realize
し
it
ら。
half the time, and they choose to forget it later on.
だとしてもその手段はできるだけ取りたくない。
そう？あなたたちがそう考えるなら、それでいいと思うわ。でも、もうどうしようもないとなったら、嫌でもその選択をするしかないと思うけど。
It is kind of the last option. You're always hoping that, things will just work out. And sometimes they do.
ルカの言うことは
Because, ideally it would be best to keep the peace. But sometimes, peace isn't an option. But I do feel like,
真冬の
there's
気
a
持ちを
balance.
少しは楽にできたかもしれないけど、状況を変えることまではできてない。
I do feel like people sometimes,
他にも
jump to burning
方法
down
がある
things
の
too
かもしれ
quickly.
ない。でも、そんない
And
いアイ
then
デア
sometimes people, tolerate for too long.
簡単には出てこない。そうなるとやっぱり
I think,
ル
a
カが言う
balance
よ
would
う
be
な選
better.
択肢も考えないといけないのかもしれない。それにもたもたしてると真冬のお母さんが
I do think,
真冬と僕たちをもっと引き離そうとするかもし
I
れな
think
いし。
especially like, social media culture or, more modern kids, the younger you are, probably the more likely, I think that culturally, it's more likely to, what's that called? How you burn down things quickly. You jump to conclusions quickly. You don't try to look for peaceful options. You just try to burn things down. At least that's what it feels like for younger generations. Hey, I'm just doing story.
そうしたら真冬は もっと苦しむことになる。だけど奏の言う通り、今の真冬が事実を受け入れることは難しいと思う。
So like they're considering. Yeah, that's what Lucas says. They may not have a choice, and it's probably coming up soon. But they're gonna, Mizuki says we have to keep it in mind. Yeah, it's gonna get worse and worse is what they're thinking. I mean, it could get better, but it's probably not going to. Doshio.
一体どうすればいいんだろう。
Alright, that's episode... Well, it's not over yet. This is episode 2, I think.
作業戻るね。結局いい方法は思いつかなかったな。真冬？
It's rare to see Mizuki so down, other than when it's about their secret. Now, at this point, they don't even know if those messages are Mafuyu or Mafumom, because her account is compromised.
お母さんが見てない時に隠れて送ったんだろうな。
Compromised.
家の中でもがんじがらめになるってどんな気持ちなんだろう。僕
I
に
know
と
what
っ
that
て
feels
家
like.
は逃げ場所だった。家ではありのままでいられたから。でも真冬は家でも外でも自分を出すことができなくて、唯一の息抜きだった僕たちとの時間も奪われてて、どこにも逃げ場所がない。もしそんな状況がずっと続いたら。
That's from the main story, I think.
やだ。なんとかできないのかな。少しでもいい。真冬がありのままでいられる時間を増やしてあげたい。真冬が真冬らしくいられる時間を。
I do feel like, I don't know if this is like really good timing for the story or something. That's how I was feeling last night. I think a lot of you, if you've been watching for a longer time, you know that I used to really enjoy streaming. Like, I feel like whenever I stream, it's the only place I could be myself. But I don't feel like that recently. I feel like my audience and the culture in my chat has changed, and it's not the direction where I don't feel safe to stream anymore. I feel like this isn't my stream anymore, which is kind of why I also decided I'm gonna crack down on rules, very, very hard. Basically, no tolerance for bullshit anymore. But I used to really enjoy streaming. I do feel like, like in the sense that Mafuyu doesn't feel safe in her home, I also don't feel safe in my home. So, being stream is, before streaming was always kind of like the best time of my day already. But I do feel like it's kind of changed in the last half year maybe or so. But I'm gonna crack down, and if everything burns down, it's better than what's right now.
僕の家族が僕にしてくれたみたいにできないかな。あの時お姉ちゃんやお母さんやお父さんは逃げ出した僕を受け入れてくれた。そのおかげで僕は家でだけは僕らしくいられたんだ。
Yeah, like yesterday, you know how long I've been saving over a year and 3 months for my pulls, and to have me, while I'm doing gacha for someone to try to, change the conversation to be about them. I should have banned them on the spot.
そうだ。せめてちょっとの間だけでも一緒に作業できれば。でも夜はお母さんに見張られてるし、一緒に作業する時間は。
So we haven't actually met Mizuki's One-chan yet. One-san yet. I think the upcoming story on EN in 2 days is going to be about that. But I won't get to, we won't get to it for a while. I do, this is like it's probably one of my New Year's resolutions. I do want to catch up to live EN stories. That's something I'm very committed to. Mizuki came up with something.
いいアイディア思いついたんだ。
Episode 2. Okay. We're gonna... Time is good. We'll keep going for episode 3. At least we're seeing all this from the perspective of Mizuki. It'd be like Mizuki's genius idea to figure stuff out. Alright. 2 is done. On to 3.
それってつまり
Are they gonna keep it from us?
学校の昼休みにナイトコードをつないで作業するってこと？
During lunch break.
そういうこと。話を聞いてる限り、真冬が見張られてるのは夜、家の中だけでしょ。
Guess she's away from her mom then.
学校にいる昼にやっちゃえばいいじゃん
But,
って思ったわけ。
Helicopter parents, you never know. Tracking apps on your cell phone, on your laptop. Asking classmates to spy on her, maybe teachers, anything could happen.
学級委員の仕事とかもあるからって。確かに実際作業できる時間があるのかわからないけど。
Mafuyu's also, honor student. She's super busy.
話してみよう。一緒に作業できる時間が増えたら、真冬も少しは楽になると思うから。確かにそうだね。私もそれがいいと思う。
ありがとう、2人とも。それじゃあ早速聞いてみるね。気休め程度にしかならないかもしれないけど、今はきっとその時間が大事なんだ。だから。
Sometimes,
帰ってきた。
you can't get to the core issue, the root of the problem. You still have to, go with temporary fixes to stay alive. It's kind of important.
ならこっちも急いで返
You
信
can't
しなくちゃね。
always, people aren't always able to go for the root of the problem, the core issue. But it is important to, do what you can to stay alive, which is kind of, where this is going. We know the title of the story is, we escape to survive. We don't escape because it's the final solution. It's just, we have to stay alive. Various people. Okay, she says, I don't know. We'll see.
やっぱり難しいか。
We also don't know if Mafuyu is compromised right now. With all her communications, they all could be Mafumom texting them back.
いや、
I don't know if the story's gonna go that far
まだ諦めちゃダメ
though.
だ。真冬にちょっとでも安心できる場所にいてもらいたいから。何かいい方法は。あ、そうだ。予備校の課題のために自習室で勉強するって言って一人になるのはどう？
More lying to the mom.
それでスマホでナイトコードつなげて勉強してるふりしながら作業するとか。
If she was a very clever Mafumom, she could stalk her in more ways than that. Yeah, other students will find out.
真冬は周りにバレないように 僕たちの声を聞きながらメッセージで参加してほしい。
Yeah, so
なるほど
can't get surveilled by
それなら
by
気づかれない
classmates.
それで真冬からは
This is like this is like playing games and then when your mom walks in the room, you all tab out. Not saying I did that before. No, I obviously did. Operation Nightcord at 1200.
それで全然大丈夫だよ。まずは試してみよう。オッケー、おやすみ。
よかった。一緒にやれそうで。
うん。実際うまくやれるかは明日にならないとわからないけど。でも第一段階クリアって感じ。
そうだね。提案してくれてありがとう。
I guess of the three of them,
どういたしまして。
Mizuki's the craftiest one.
明日
The one who's always up to
に
no
過ごさないよう
good.
に昼にアラームかけておかなくちゃ。
だね。
Anna's
エ
prickly,
ナナもやっておいた方がいいんじゃな
but
い？
you know, she likes
絶対
selfies.
寝坊するでしょ。
Kanata is a, you know, tensai,
しないってば。
but you know, she only
昼ぐらいだ
composes.
ったら
She just must
全然
compose.
起きられ
That's
るん
it.
だから。
I guess
それ
Mafuyu
じゃ
technically
明日
also
はよろしくね、
is, you
二
know,
人とも。
could do it, but you know, she's Mama's girl. And she's also the one they're trying to save right now. The next day, okay, at school, lunch, 2B. Shizuku and Airi don't show up. It's only Nightcord. They're also in 2D, I think.
今なら自習室に
Oh no!
どうかしましたか？
He's probably gonna like get her for something. No, she has no time. Guidebook for the school trip.
すみません。この後少し予定があって放課後でもいいですか？ すみません。ありがとうございます。急がなくちゃ。
It's probably gonna look just like this room. Yeah. Study room. Okay, here we go.
昼休みは全然人がいないな。これなら水木の言った通りにやれば
Unless someone spies on her and tells Mafumom or something.
準備できた。
Maybe she has enemies or something.
お、来た。
I guess the other three of them don't have to go to school at this time. Online school, someone who skips school every day, and then night classes.
よかった。大成功だね。ユキの方は声出せないから大変だと思うけど、一緒に作業頑張ろう。
It's really nice how
どうせユキはいつも少ししか
Mizuki's
喋らな
family
い
is
し。
so supportive. We haven't really met them, you know, but they seem
喋
pretty
りすぎってこ
nice.
とはないでしょ。
Sister seems real nice.
いいもの作るにはコミュニケーション取るべきだし。
この感じ久しぶりだな。
Just like the good old days.
作業始めようか。
Now you see Kanade's there's light peeking through the curtains. Daytime. Okay, that's oh, it's not over yet.
C メロの歌詞はまだブラッシュアップできそう。ユキ、ここの手を振り払ってはテーマに合うようにもう少し強い言葉にしてもらってもいいかな。
Stronger language. Okay.
アミヤ、この前渡したやつ色直したいんだけどいい？
I always wondered, I don't know. It's probably distasteful to talk about money. I mean, it is, especially in a story like this, I think.
見る人が見ればわかるの。
But, you know, if Kanade is producing music like this and it's getting 400,000 views, there's money involved.
サビの歌詞ってもう変わらないんだっけ？大事なとこだから大きくパンって出そうと思うんだけど。オッケー。それじゃあいい感じのフォント探そうっと。文字だけで声は聞こえないけど、でもなんとなく。
I guess the audience has seen that it's Mafuyu. I'm still thinking, you know, what if it's Mafumom this whole time? What if it's Mafumom the whole time? She's had control of the
この
phone.
歌詞すごくいいな。イメージにぴったり。
作業も順調に進んでるな。よーし、この調子でもっと。そっか。
ユキ、久しぶりに一緒にやれてよかった。またユキのタイミングのいい時にやりたいな。
やっぱり作ってる時にいろいろ言ってもらえた方がこっちとしてもやりやすいしね。
What's she shocked about?
またやろう、ユキ。
It could be Mafumom. It could be. It could be. No, it can't because she produced music.
なんとなくだけど、ユキ。
You could still get compromised at any point of the story, I think.
うん。久しぶりに一緒にやれたからかな。
That'd be something.
よかった。ちょっとだけだけど、真冬が安心できる時間を作れたような気がする。これで真冬が少しでも楽になってくれたらいいな。
I guess in this sense, you know, Mizuki knows what it feels like to have, you know, nowhere safe she can feel, or they can feel. So, you know, for that reason they empathize with Mafuyu, you know, having her situation with Mafumom. Okay, Mafumom showing up next one, you know. Mafumom my Oshi? Definitely not. It's 55. We can do one more before break. Let's do one more. Oppressive footsteps. Bye bye, Mafuyu.
また明日ね。
やっと一人になれた。今日も疲れた。
Which one is the Escape the Rain? Is that this one?
喋りすぎってことはないでしょ。いいもの作るにはコミュニケーション取るべきだし。この感じ久しぶりだな。
じゃあ作業始めようか。
Oh, this is Mafuyu. She's smiling. So rare. I don't know. Mafuyu smiling is kind of unsettling too. At the same time. Oh, she's back home. Oh no.
ただいま、お母さん。
Oh. We're gonna come question
お
her
かえり
now.
なさい、真冬。今日は学校どうだった？
今日は何があったかな。あ、体育でソフトボールが始まったよ。
What did you do during your lunch
そうなの
break?
ね。ストレス解消になりそうだわ。
She may have, we don't know yet. She may have a tracking app on there.
午後は集中して勉強できた気がする。
そう、よかったわね。それならお腹も減ったでしょう。今日は早めにお夕飯の用意をするから着替えてらっしゃい。
じゃあ上に。
あ、そういえば。
Oh, here it comes. Oh no.
どうしたの、お母さん。
Or does she have to lie again?
真冬の楽器なんだけれど、
Oh.
今日捨てておいたわ。
No, it's going.
真冬が音楽をやりたい気持ちは
So she took it away, but she didn't throw away her synthesizer yet.
楽器が家にあるとどうしても気になってしまうでしょ。今は勉強に集中できる環境にした方がいいと思ったの。それに真冬ももう音楽はやめるって言っていたから早い方がいいと思って。
そ
I feel like I've seen a clip of this before.
大丈夫だよ。今は必要のないものだし。
No.
そうよね。真冬の気持ちも同じでよかったわ。
It's going down in this story and the next.
それから一つ謝らなくちゃいけないことがあるの。
I put a tracking app on your phone.
ほ
No.
ら、調べ物のためにパソコンを借りていたでしょ。
I deleted your
今日も
Nightcord
少
account.
しだけ借りていたんだけれど、飲み物をこぼしてしまって。
What? Oh, okay. I had no idea this happened.
電源がつかなくなってしまったから、お昼に修理に出してきたの。
She lost her laptop
本
now.
当にごめんなさい。学校で提出しなくちゃい
Did
けない課
she?
題は入ってなかったかしら。もしそうなら、お母さんから先生に。
I don't trust a thing she says.
それって本当に。
本当に？
なんでもないよ。課題のデータは問題ないから着替えてくる。
We don't know. I mean, she can still, contact them through the phone.
どうすればいいの。噛みつく。でもそんなこと。
Gasp. Oh, this is Kamiyama rooftop. Mizuki Rui's not gonna show up.
授業めんどくさかった。
Maybe Enna will show
こ
up?
のま
Or
まじゃ留
Mizuki?
年するぞって脅されたから来たけど、正直今はそれどころじゃないんだよね。と、もうすぐお昼か。ナイトコードに繋がないとね。やっほー。本日は上高の屋上よりお届けします。
アミヤ、今日は登校してるんだ。
That's true, Mizuki was
出
at
席
home
日
last
数
time.
5って言われてさ。そういうわけで今日は作業っていうよりおしゃべりしに来たって感じかな。それでユキは？
まだ でももうちょっと待てば来るんじゃない？っていうかこのまま行くと私たち25時ナイトコードでじゃなくて
Yes.
12時半ナイト
Nightcord
コードで
Nightcord at 12. 12:30.
待たせてごめん。
あ、ユキ。あれ、今日はボイチャ大丈夫なの？
うん。人があまり来ないところに来たから。
そっか。っていうか、ユキ、なんか、いつも
Oh,
よ
she's
り
talking
元
today,
気なくない？
not texting.
もしかしてまた何かあったの？真冬？
シンセサイザーを捨てられて。
Eh?
今はパソコンもない。
もたもたしてると真冬のお母さんが真冬と僕たちをもっと引き離そうとするかもしれないし、
It started.
そうしたら真冬はもっと苦しむことになる。ついに動き出したんだ。
今
It's
は
going down.
スマホで連絡できるし、作業もできる。でもこの先どうなるかわからない。だから連絡が取れなくなったら。
I don't know how far away Mafuyu's story is.
それあんたが謝ることじゃないでしょ。
ごめん。
I feel like they should be done back to back. But I'm still going in order. I mean, technically I could jump ahead.
万が一そうなってもその時はいつもみたいにファミレスで会おう。今のうちに曜日と時間決めてさ、それならもし連絡取れなくなっても話せるでしょ。
ありがとう。
真冬、
本当にそれで終わらせていいわけ？あんたの
Maybe that's why Anna's popular. I was like, she doesn't
あ
feel
んたの思いが
like that. She doesn't. It feels American, for lack of a better term.
それはでもお母さんは
Maybe that makes her. I don't know. I don't actually know how popular she is in JP.
もし
But you know, I know in my in my Project Sekai streams, a lot of Anna fans show up. A good amount.
このままじゃあんたが壊されちゃうじゃない。
でもそれはできない。
それでもできない。
私にはできない。
So Anna said you need to show her that you're mad. So you have to like lash out at her. Is that what Anna is saying?
怖いの。理由はわからないけど、ずっと
We've seen that before.
真冬。
Lunch is over.
授業があるから、もう戻らないと。
真冬、明日も待ってるから。
Just sneezed. Okay, let's see. Unable to face facts. The next one is everyone still. So we have a Mizuki only, a non-Kanade, and more. It's going down. Okay, we will get back and finish. I'm going to take a quick break, and we will continue when I get back. Thank you, everyone. Thought I could get away from it. But I couldn't. Let me do a hydrate. Hydrate's nice. Stretch is nice too. Once you get started. It's like what's the... Is it a law of motion or something? Or inertia? You know, an object, a Windstrider at rest tends to stay at rest. But once I do it, I'm like, oh, it was nice. Alright, stretching time. I thought about doing like more of a small routine instead. I used to do I don't know if you guys know the Animal Crossing group stretching. If you guys know what I'm talking about. I used to do that on my own, not while playing Animal Crossing either. I would just do that. I would hum the music and then I would do it. If you guys know Animal Crossing group stretching. You can Google it if you haven't played Animal Crossing. Oi. That. What's this tissue doing? Oh, where does it come from? Must be a yolk. Well, it wasn't there at launch. It was one of the later updates. But you can do group stretching with the Joy-Cons, you know, motion control with the villager. So it's a set routine every time. You know, it starts with and so I used to hum that all the time and just do the stretch out of nowhere. But I mean, it would be more fun if I was like a face cam streamer, or if I had like 3D or something. No, I've only played on the Switch, the newest one, and New Horizons. It would be a lot more fun if I were a face cam streamer or something, because you could see it. Now it's just like you won't see anything, so it's kind of like pointless. All right, episode 5, unable to face facts. All 4 of them. We have solo Mizuki in episode 6. Let's find out. Okay, they're still on call, or they had to disband now.
真冬が傷つくって分かってたのに、あんなこと言っちゃって。
Yeah, and it was like, you gotta get angry at your mom, and it didn't work.
エナが本気で心配
Body
してる
tracking model, that's really far down the line.
きっと分かってる。
Really far. Especially, like, for sitting, there are things for tracking hands. But to have like full, stretching is full body, so you have to stand up too. So it would take a lot. And just to do it every time someone, redeems a stretch, that's completely unfeasible. Maybe, I thought about, I've seen people stream like, I've seen VTubers stream like Ring Fit Adventure before. Even without body tracking, that's kind of fun. But I don't have Ring Fit Adventure either. Maybe sometime in the future. Let's see. I mean, there's probably going to be a new one for, Switch 2, which should be coming out or announced, in a few months. Alright. And I was impulsive. Said, go get angry at your mom. Didn't work.
やっぱり今のままじゃダメだ。さっき水木が言ってくれたみたいに。
I guess that's part of not to me, but to Anna fans, especially in the West. She does like to speak her mind. She doesn't think too much. She's very opinionated. Very American. But I can see that's why people like it. Oh, that's the big one. She cannot go to Sekai if she doesn't have her phone. That's more important than anything else.
なんなのあの母親。真冬の大事なものを取り上げて、どんどん追い詰めて。
I don't think I mentioned it today, but I'm pretty sure Mafumom follows the Dell philosophy. Doctor is the first part of the Dell philosophy.
シンセサイザーも捨てられて、パソコンまで取り上げられて、真冬の状態はどんどん悪くなってる。なんとかしたいのに、僕たちに一体何ができるんだ。
Mizuki's thinking about what's gonna happen. We know Mafuyu still shows up in the story though, so we're gonna find out.
あれからみんなで何時間も話し合ったけど、
It's usually, I mean, there's
やっぱりいい案
variations,
は出なかった。
but in general, it's doctor, engineer, and lawyer.
どうしよう。時間ばっかり過ぎてく。真冬が今日帰ってすぐにスマホを取り上げられちゃう可能性だってあるのに。
Give me a second, I can clear my nose. We discussed what's going after, but we couldn't come up with anything good. What do we do? Time to see about slipping. The chance Mafuyu's gonna get it. That's true. That's what they're worried about. That's a bigger deal for them than an actual IRL human being, because they lose access to Sekai. Sekai is only accessed through smartphone. Who could it be?
Huh?
A stranger? Classmates. Okay. Oh, this is the one from the main story. This is the main story one. The one's talking about her behind her back.
Mm. 今帰りだよ。
Will this be the same classmates in the future? Probably not, right? And they're like so chummy, on the surface, in front of her.
Hey, そうなんだ。今はそんなことしてる場合じゃないのに。悪いけど適当に断って。
Really? Really?
Eh?
I don't know. If it's the same classmates from that time. They seem so friendly with Mizuki though. They weren't being mean that time. That's what they're trying to get at. They just didn't know. Okay. See, so that's what clarifies it still. I feel like that's pretty important.
人によっては自分を殺さなきゃいけないくらい
Well,
苦
I
しいもの
mean,
だってこと。
we don't know exactly like how much they knew. I mean, because we don't actually technically know either yet. If Mizuki doesn't like people pointing it out, why not just dress normally for school? Like, how does she dress? That's like, I don't know what they're trying to get at. I guess it's still very ambiguous for the audience. But now they seem completely friendly, and the Mizuki accepts that they weren't trying to be mean. They just didn't know. So I think they also didn't know. But Mizuki, I guess, dresses weird even for an average high school girl, maybe, which I still don't get. I was like, she's just a normal anime character, so it doesn't make sense to me still. So now this kind of exonerates them, like, oh, they didn't mean harm. They just, At least I don't know. It's hard to put together. I can't figure it out. I don't know what Mizuki really means by they weren't being mean, but they probably just didn't know. But if they didn't know, then why would they make that comment? Like, what were they making the comment about? Because Mizuki seems, you know, completely normal otherwise.
Goめん。今日はちょっとやらなきゃいけないことがあって。ありがとう。
They're still texting though, so
それじゃあ
that's
バ
a
イバ
thing.
イ。早く帰ろう。やっぱ家は落ち着くな。一番楽で自然でいられるっていうか。
Must be nice.
でも真冬はそれもできないんだよね。学校にいても家に帰ってもどこにいてもきっと苦しくて。そう考えると真冬はすごいな。僕は苦しいことにぶつかったらごめん。今日はちょっとやらなきゃいけないことがあって。ずっと逃げてきた。考えてみると僕って本当にずっとそうだな。傷つくのが怖くて逃げて、やっとずっと一緒にいたいなって思える人たちができても向き合えないままだ。そもそも僕にできるのかな。誰かの逃げ場所になるなんて。僕は奏ともエナとも違う。自分の問題にすらちゃんと向き合えてない。そんなやつが誰かの助けになんて。メッセージ。あ、
一応デモは明日中にはできると思う。ユキが来られそうなら明後日の昼に世界で聞こう。
She gonna go during lunch again?
なんかダメだな今日。悪い方に考えてる。ちょっと頭冷やさなくちゃな。
That's also true for me too. I mean, I don't have anywhere for anyone to run to. I also have nowhere to run to. So, you know. Part of me, I was gonna talk about this since the beginning already. I don't know if it's worth talking about, but that is kind of, you know, one day, hopefully in the future, if I become a successful VTuber/streamer, you know, I'll look back and I'll be able to laugh at all the hardships I went through. But that is one of the reasons why, I decided to do this instead of do nothing. It's because I realize I need to escape. I worked out the simulations in my mind. If this keeps going on at this rate, I'll probably die pretty soon. So, it's important to do, what it takes to stay alive. Because, if you're dead, there's no second chances. Okay, let's keep going. Episode 6, My Way. So this is Mizuki only now. So it's gonna be Vocaloids and Mizuki. No Kaito. Kinda glad about that.
ここならもうちょっと落ち着いて考えられると思ったけど、ダメだな。ずっと頭の中がぐるぐるしてる。
みずきちゃん。
あ、レン。
大丈夫？なんだか元気ないみたいだけど。
うん。大丈
I
夫。
think it's
ちょ
a
っと考
Luca
え
tune?
事してただけだよ。
あら、そうなの？
I don't know who has a card this patch, other than Mizuki.
ルカ。
ただ考え事をしていただけにしては、随分遠い目をしていた気がするけれど。あ
あ。もしかして二人ともずっと見てたの？だったら声かけてくれてもよかったのに。
ごめんね。
But Emo Len is so
ルカ
shy
さ
though.
んがちょっと見てましょうって。あら、レンテが話しちゃうなんてひどいわ。ごめん。それで水木は何をそんなに考えていたのかしら。
別に前と変わらないよ。真冬を助けたいのにその方法が全然思い浮かばなくて。
本当にそれだけ？
え？
真冬のことだけじゃなくて、水木自身のことも考えていたんじゃない？
That's true, after the encounter with the classmates.
なんでそう思ったの？
特に理由はないわ。直感よ。
まあ実際そうかもね。僕なんかが真冬を助けられるのかなって考えちゃってたし。
どういうこと？
僕さ、真冬の問題を全部解決するのは難しくても、せめて逃げ場所になりたいって思ってたんだ。
逃げ場所？
うん。僕も昔すっごく辛かった時があったんだけど、いつでも逃げられる安心できる場所があったおかげでちょっとマシになったから。だから真冬にも同じような場所になれればって。でもそうやって昔の自分のこととか考えてたら思っちゃったんだよね。そんなこと本当に僕にできるのかなって。奏は真冬を救うために曲を作り続けるってそういう覚悟ができる子でさ、エナは友達のためならずっと待ち続けるって言えるんだ。
なら、水木は？
僕はどっちでもないんだ。僕ってほんと逃げてばっかりでさ、自分の問題にも向き合えないし、ずっと一緒にいたい人たちにすら大事なことは話せない。 から。
そう。水木はすごく臆病なのね。
What?
ルカさん、そんな風に言わなくても。
まあ、そうだよね。本当に臆病だよね。
そうね。でも、
Which card is this? Luca card.
そんなあなただからできることがあるんじゃない？
え？
水木は自分には何もできないって言うけれど、向き合うことから逃げ続けてきた。そんな水木だからこそ、できることがあると思うわ。
そんなこと言われても何も。
考え方を変えてみればいいもの。今、マフルは望むと望まざるとにかかわらず、自分の問題と向き合うことになっているわ。それが辛く苦しいことだっていうのは、水木、あなたなら知っているはずよ。水木、あなたが壊れそうになった時、あなたはどうしたの？どんな想像で心を守ったの？
僕が壊れそうになった時、あの時僕はこのままじゃ僕自身が消えちゃいそうですごく苦しかった。学校にいてクラスメイトといたって誰にも理解してもらえなくて、いつも一人ぼっちで。だから学校から逃げ出した。でもお姉ちゃんもお母さんもお父さんもすごく心配してくれて、そのおかげで守れた。
Must be nice.
逃げて逃げて逃げたから、僕は僕の心を守れた。それでみんなと出会えたんだ。みんなと一緒に MV を作るうちに、自分の気持ちを、自分の感覚を伝えていいんだって感じて、僕は僕のままでいいのかなって思えた。すごく小さいけど光に出会えたんだ。あ、逃げていいって。僕は逃げていいって伝えたいな。逃げろって、ここから逃げていいんだよって。逃げた先に居場所があることもあるって。
Is there though? Hold on, let me screenshot this one. Actually, I wanted a screenshot of. Let me just pull it from the VOD later. I need a screenshot of this one. That or we'll get it again later with the full screen art one.
ルカ、
I do.
ありがとう。
I don't know if people enjoy this story or not.
私は
I'm
ただ
enjoying it.
考え方を変えてみたら？
But that's because, you know, I'm weird. I see things from different perspectives that are, you know, quite uncommon. Like, they're not like the average person.
この答えが本当に真冬を助けられるかはわからない。 でも
Like on average, you know, an average person, especially in the West, would be very against anything, you know, even remotely considered cowardly or running away. You should never run away, is what, you know, average person would say. But I missed it. What episode was that? Which one was it? I think that was 6. We've done. There's no more skips. I guess I've gotten sneak peeks of these 2 before. I don't remember anything though, so we're gonna do it again. To survive. We escape to survive. It's okay to run away, just like the stamp. I do think, you know, I love the stamp. If you guys have seen me before, I've used it so many times. Well, I guess maybe co-op you never see me use it. But I use it in public all the time. Like anytime a room is bugged, I spam this one. Or I use it once and then I leave. That's what I always do. But, you know, I do think it's, you know, I appreciate it, but not everyone does. You know, I would say a lot of, especially in the West, a lot of people would be like, oh, don't run away from this. Never run from this. Don't run from your problems, blah, 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 blah. I do think it's a bit misguided at best. And sometimes it's just, you know, like stupidity combined with entitlement and privilege. Yeah. But let's keep going. So, you know, I do agree with, you know, what Mizuki kind of knows. You know, Mizuki is definitely, you know, what we would consider, you know, not privileged, underprivileged. You know, very, you know, I wouldn't say delicate, but, you know, endangered. So it's kind of important, you know, when you have the lower hand to run, just to stay alive. It's not because, you know, you don't think you're ever going to solve the problem, but you need to stay alive. And, you know, only you know what's your own breaking point. So it's important. Okay, to survive. We escape to survive. So they don't know if Mafuyu's phone is gone yet.
最近ずっとこう
You can't relate to any of them? What? What?
頭が重いのに
Nightcord is like everyone's favorite group. Wait, hold on. What's your favorite group? Don't tell me it's Leonid. Okay, I'm sorry if that sounds wrong. Wait. 4, what's your favorite group? Wait, Sana, what's your favorite group? So my favorite group is VBS. My second favorite group is probably More Jump or Nightcord. My least favorite for sure is, I guess the two left over. I don't really relate to those too much, except Shiho. I love Shiho. Wait, hold on. I have to know the answer to this. Your favorite's Leonid? Oh my god. I'm sorry about what I said. I take it back. In story. Okay, yeah. Story, I love VBS overall. Yeah, if you guys, I don't know, you guys haven't been around that long, but if you guys remember before, I used to show this on stream all the time. Here, let me leave this here. I can show you. Actually, they don't even have the UI. It's changed since, you know, 3.0 and 2.0. So this was during 1.0, I think. Before 2.0 hit. You know, before you had to, as a beginner, you had to do, what's that called? You had to do shows with like Leonid characters in your party to unlock the main stories. So I remember looking at the main stories back then. You can't even see it now because it's gone. But I had like every group unlocked, and Leonid was at like 2 out of 50. So like I never played Leonid. It's like I didn't have this one unlocked for the longest time. Oh, you enjoy Leonid's songs the most? I'm like the exact opposite. I think song-wise, I like Nightcord and VBS. Well, I like Nightcord and VBS songs because, what's that called? I like Nightcord and VBS songs because I think they have the best singers. I think VBS has like 3 amazing singers, and I think Nightcord has 2. Whereas More Jump has like 1 and like, they have like, there's 3 halves. And then here it's like none and like 1. Or like maybe like 1 and then like 1. Shiho, you know, you guys all know I love Shiho. Shiho's one of the best singers. Can't relate to Nightcord because fortunately for me, I have never once thought myself why I was born this way or anything. Oh, lucky you. I'm sorry. But you know, I've always said this before. You know, when I first started Project Sekai, I made 2 accounts. I made one on my emulator, one on my phone. I got sorted into More Jump once and Nightcord the other time, which I think fits me very well. You know, the More Jump is the side of me, you know, wanting to become, you know, VTuber and entertainer as a career. I'm trying to regain my youthful drive and, you know, make it work. And the other side of me is that I'm extremely depressed and emo. So that's why Nightcord, I thought I would love Nightcord. I was really looking forward to it. But really, I got turned off so hard by Mafuyu from what happened in the main story. That's why, you know, Mafuyu is my most hated character then. But she hasn't really done anything wrong since the main story, other than being, you know, an immature victim. Very different from what happened before. So, you know, that's the reason. But, you know, that's yeah. I don't know. I was just surprised. Wait, Wonderlands and Leonese. Okay. See, I always make the what's that called? I always make the assumption that, you know, people are like me. I guess, you know, Nightcore's just so popular. I feel like it's definitely the most popular group by far. It is very teen emo. maybe as old as I am, I'm still extremely, you know, immature, you know, in the eyes of other people, maybe. I mean, I feel like I'm very mature, but, you know, I am very emo, which I guess people would consider, you know, very immature in a way. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, I love Nightcord's story. Well, I love Mizuki and I love Kanade. Mafuyu, I love her because she's beautiful. That's about it. But it's not enough to make it to the top of my list. Okay, episode 7 to survive. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know. I think I think during my first tier list stream back in September last year, I think I did go over which group is my favorite. But you know, it is a combination of characteristics, as you know, characters I like, their stories, as well as their music. Not just their music, but the voice actors, singers behind the music. It's pretty important to me because they really bring the pieces to life. I feel like. All right, Mafuyu's room. Yeah. I guess I am very emo in that sense. Even though I've never really been into like I've never been, you know, directly into American emo subculture. I've always been very, you know, emotional and depressed and dark, but I've never been specifically into, you know, American, you know, emo culture, like, you know, cutting your wrist, listening to specific, you know, American emo bands, dressing specifically in a emo American, you know, punky kind of way. But, you know, it's not a competition, guys, but I'm pretty sure my depression is greater than all of you. I've said that multiple times on my stream before. I do. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. It's not a competition, guys.
25時みんな今頃
Sorry, Zana.
作業を始めてるのかなどうせ眠れないならスマホで作詞しようそういえば机に置きっぱなしだった
I feel like maybe I've seen this. I guess I have because I got a sneak peek of this, but I totally forgot because I watched it out of context. But I do think you know, I do think, you know, a lot of people say, you know, don't run away. And I think I don't agree with that message for, you know, a lot of situations. I guess, you know, it depends on your situation. But I do like, you know, I do like Mizuki's, you know, conclusion. That it's okay to run away when you feel like you have to. Snooping on her. We don't know if she has any tracking apps on it yet, though. I don't think they're gonna go that direction, but maybe.
してくれてるんだよね お母さんは私のために。
あんたの大事なものを捨てられたんでしょ。それってあんたの思いがあんた自身が捨てられようとしてるのとほとんど同じことでしょ。あんたが母親に怒らないとこのままじゃあんたが壊されちゃうじゃない。
違う。お母さんはこれは。
Yeah. This is also, Mafuyu like that right there reminds me of my friend.
水木。
急にごめん。実は2人で話したいことがあるんだ。近いうちに会えないかな。できれば直接話したいなって。
直接。でも予備校のない日は部活があるし、予備校のある日はなおさら。
タイミングはユキの都合のいい時で大丈夫。ただもしよかったら早めに話せるといいな。伝えたいことがあるんだ。返
This
事
is nighttime, I think.
来ないな。
I guess because they're sleeping.
もしかしてスマホまで取り上げられたんじゃ。あ、来た。
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go there with their messaging system being compromised.
やった。ありがとうユキ。じゃあ駅前で待ってるよと。よし。
It might be. No, it's like sunny. It's afternoon. I thought it was at night when they meet.
そろそろ時間だけど。あ、真冬、こっちこっち。
水木。
今日は時間作ってくれてありがとう。何時くらいまでなら大丈夫かな。
予備校が
2
終わる
episodes.
時間
That's how
まで
much
だ
time.
から9時までなら。
She's gonna cut cram school again?
予備校が終わるまでって、もしかして
Skipping.
サボらせちゃった。
What if she gets caught again?
大丈夫？お母さんにバレたらまた。
We know the cram school staff is on the mom's side.
休んでも
They did last time when she called though. They found out.
ただ
That's how she found out, right? So they do tell her. But I guess Mafuyu doesn't know that.
どうしたの？
そのちょっと前お父さんと偶然会ったことがあって、
Mafu dad.
もしか
I
したら
think we saw Mafu
見つか
dad
る
during
かも
World
し
Link
れないっ
already.
て少し不安で。
そっか。
It was like,
そういうことなら場所を変えてか
I
ら
think it was
話そう
World
か。
Link.
ありがとう。
Maybe not World. No, it was the most recent one, I think. It was in the
僕も
first
ちょう
chapter.
ど行き
Like
たい
right
ところ
when
が
you
あ
start
ったから
the
ね。
story up, he's there already.
というわけで到着。
ここって
スポジョイパークだよ。ほら前にかなでとエナが遊んだらしいじゃん。だから僕も行ってみたかったんだよね。ってことで真冬何から行く？
何からって
Did it say Spojoy Park?
今日は
It is, it
話を
is.
するんじゃ。
まあまあ最近勉強も忙しそうだし、たまには息抜きも必要でしょ。かなでたちもすっごく楽しめたみたいだし。 僕たちもちょっと体動かしてすっきりしてから話そうよ。
Let's see. Kanade and Anna went. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna talk? Are they gonna play first? Alright.
真冬はローラースケートできる？
I guess both Mizuki and Mafuyu weren't there
少しやったことはあるけど。
last
十
time.
分。そ
It was
れ
just
じゃあ一緒にやって
Anna.
みよう。
Anna was. I feel like Ichika was there. I don't know. It was Kanade, Minori, Anna, and
あ、真冬すごい滑れるじゃん。
one more. I feel like
そう。前に進むぐらい
maybe it was just the
誰
three
に
of
で
them.
も。
Ichika too. Yeah, I feel like Ichika was
聞いた
there.
ら落ち込みそう。あ、じゃあせっ
I
か
don't
くだ
think
し
Ichika had a
競
card
争しよう
though.
よ。
Maybe.
先にあそこまで着いた方がジュースおごってもらえるってことで。
I mean, Mafuyu's genius. She's good at everything. She's perfect. She's perfect life. 4. If you never feel like why was I born this way, are you a genius? やっぱり天才? That's Mafuyu. I always feel like Mafuyu is the she's the perfect lawyer. She's got a nice home. She's they're pretty wealthy. She's popular. She's good looking. She's good at sports. She's good at school. Everyone loves her. Teacher loves her. Perfect. She's got a dark side. Okay. Last one to last size by winner drink. Okay.
別にいらないけど。
ああ、その言い方。真冬ってばもう勝つ気でいるでしょう。僕だって負けないんだからね。それじゃよーい。
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking. Horrible parenting.
3連続でパネル当たったじゃん。なんでそ
Well,
んな
that's the
に
one
うまい
that
わけ？
that's the one that Kanade was pitching, where she throws. They're trying to hit the targets. I think. I don't know if I would say Mafumom is horrible parent. Sort of. Your old parents didn't press anything on you. Oh, let me deal with my problems in small amounts that were manageable. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it's I guess for me, maybe I can come off as like an emo teen, but I do feel like I don't see eye to eye with my parents. Well, I don't see eye to eye with one of my parents on a lot of things, and there's a lot of bad history and hurt feelings that's built up over a long, long time. And even when I was younger, but things have definitely changed a long time. If you feel welcome at home as a child, you can grow to be happy even with no success. That's true. Did I? No. Yeah, I guess technically in that sense, Mafumom is a bad mom, but it's also, that means I don't know what it's like to have a good mom. And I happen to know a lot of people with bad moms, I think, and bad parent in that sense.
多分この前ソフトボールの授業があったからだと思う。
It's like I always say this. I've been saying this more often than not. I feel like or more often than before. That I always make the assumption that people have similar lived experiences of me, but I think recently it feels like not. But, everyone has a very different life experience.
いいの？僕ちょっとフライングしちゃったのに悪いな。
美味しいって思う人が飲んだ方がいいと思うから。
Yeah, in that sense, I guess I do have Mafuyu is very relatable to me. Other than the way that she reacts, because I guess I am a decade or how old is she? 16? I'm well over a decade older than her, but these problems, they are trauma that lives with me every day. see. Oh, so she won, but she's giving her the drink. Why the heck does it taste good to you? Oh, that's right. Mafuyu can't taste anything or something. No, I'm super old. That's canon. That's canon that I'm super old. I'm like 600 something. I forgot. I am very old. So technically, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna retcon a lot of my VTuber lore if I ever do a debut. But technically, because I'm an isekai traveler, I've lived many lifetimes in other worlds. But now that I'm back here, my body is older. Even though I've technically only, you know, my preserved body is older, but technically, you know, I only have life experience of a 21-year-old person. Yeah, stretches. Yeah, exactly. You can hear my bones already. It's tough. But, you know, in that sense, I only have normal human life experience of, you know, roughly 21 years. So my age is actually technically 21, 630 something. For those different reasons. You know, one is my lived consciousness, one is my lived Earth experience, and one is my physical body, which I have returned to. VTuber lore, one day.
いいからもうちょっとだけ付き合ってよ。ってわけで次はショッピングモールにレッツゴー。
Yeah. I might tweak the numbers a little bit. As necessary. I don't know, is 600 a good number? Oh, they're out. I knew it was nighttime already. Because the card is nighttime, I think.
一着買うだけで悩みすぎじゃない。
But yeah, I guess in that sense, you know, neither of you. It's weird. I feel like I feel like my viewers from like a year ago, everyone was a Nightcord fan. We had so many Nightcord fans, so many Enna fans. People getting on my case because I didn't like Mafuyu. You know, tons of Mizuki fans everywhere. That's why I always say, you know, Minori fans super rare, Shiho fans super rare. I don't really have a favorite number. I just thought, I feel like 100 is too close to real human age. So I feel like I needed some number that is like in the hundreds, but I don't want to imply thousands because 1,000 implies ancient. Hundreds implies like many lived lifetimes, but not like, you know, infinite lifetimes. So, you know, in the 600s, like, you know, I've lived through, you know, half a dozen lifetimes as opposed to, you know, 100 lifetimes. Not really, I guess. 7? No, actually, you know what? I'll tell you this one. My most hated number is 7. I don't like 7 because it's 2 syllables. I don't like 7 because it's 2 syllables. I hate it when counting or like remembering, you know, things in your audio loop with the 7. It's 2 syllables. It's so annoying. I'll tell you that. I guess, no, I never thought about numbers too much. But, you know, it's, you know, at least right now, you know, it doesn't really matter too much, but 600 something is my age, is what it is. Though, you know, my time on Earth has only been, you know, not very long. Seven and 4? Why? Yeah, 7 is 2 syllables, so it's really annoying when trying to remember, like, you know, phone numbers. That's something older people also used to have to do, you know. We didn't have smartphones, even when you had cell phone. I mean, I guess once you had cell phones, then you would have like a contact list. But before that, you know, you had to memorize numbers so that you could dial them in emergencies. You could, you know, go find a payphone and, you know, throw some quarters in, or like try to dial collect or something like that. But that's why I hated it, because, you know, 7 really messes up your you know, the syllables. You remember this, you know, 7, you know, there's 7 syllables in the, you know, like American phone number without the area code. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But if you put a 7 in there, then it suddenly messes up. It's like, oh, my number is like 117, 7, and then you miss a syllable like that. All right, let's continue. Pick out an outfit. Work hard for the money. Go back in time, stop herself buying things. Okay.
そう
She's smiling.
ちょっとは楽になれたかな。
She smiled, so it's probably a yes.
少し表情が柔らかくなった気がしたからさ。
そうかな。でも少しだけすっきりしたかも。
よかった。すっごくきつい時ってさ、他のことやってるとちょっと気が紛れるでしょ。僕はしんどい時いつも自分が楽だなって思う方に逃げてたんだ。だから真冬にもそういうのが必要なんじゃないかって思って。
もしかしてそれが言いたくて。
ごめんね。実際やってみた方が
This is only
伝わる
episode
かな
7,
って
so we have one
思
more,
っ
I
て。
think.
実はさ、真冬と状況は違うけど、僕にも自分の心を殺さなくちゃやっていけなかった時期があったんだ。中学の頃、ちょっといろいろあって周りから結構変な目で見られたっていうか、笑い物にされててさ。それですごくきつかったんだけど、でもアニメ見たり動画作ったりしてなんとか乗り切ってたんだよね。
Junior high. Subject of everyone's ridicule. Weird looks.
でもそうしたところで
うん、何かが解決するわけじゃないんだ。僕ものらりくらりやってたけど、学校に行けば行くほどきつくなって、唯一安心して一緒にいられる仲間も卒業でいなくなって。
How about Rui, right?
耐えきれなくなっ
Rui's
た。
a year older.
だから逃げたんだ、学校から。家にいると傷つくことはなくなって、でも自分の問題から逃げちゃってるって分かってるから苦しくて。でもその時間があったから今こうしていられてる。
その時間があったから。
あのね、真冬。
Oh, here it comes. Screenshot this.
僕思うんだ。
This is my post-stream screenshot.
生きるためには、立ち向かうためにはエネルギ
What's
ー
with
が
this music,
必要だって。でも今の真冬みたいに苦しいことから離れられないままだとエネルギーがなくなって動けなくなっちゃう。
I feel like I should screenshot this on my emulator so that my model's not blocking it.
ほら、苦しいまんま過ごしてるとさ、疲れて辛くなって最後はもうどうでもいいやってそう思っちゃうでしょ。
That's me.
だからそうならないために、生きるために。
To live. No, ikiru is like, it can mean to live, right?
逃げることが必要な時もあるって僕は思う。 もちろん逃げ続けるのはおすすめしないよ。問題そのものが解決するわけじゃないから本当には楽になれないし。でもすごく辛くて壊れそうなほど苦しくてエネルギーがゼロになっちゃいそうな時は逃げるっていう手段もあるんだ。だからもう無理だって思ったら逃げていいって僕は思うんだ。
This is the one. Can't move out of the way. Can I'm trying to get all the text in my screenshot. But now my head looks super weird. Like shift. Alright, good enough. This is the one.
誰でもない真冬自身のために。
Oh, this is good too. I'm taking so many screenshots. I used to take so many before while streaming. I mean, I also used to go at a slower pace too, because I used to do voice acting for every single character. Oh, that's the end. Yeah, so I guess, you know, not everyone can relate, but I definitely can. I feel like it really resonates with me. I do think I would say that for pretty much anyone. Well, not anyone, but I would say, you know, for a lot of people. I think this message is pretty important. I think the most common thing is for people to say, you know, don't escape, don't run away, you know, face your problems head on, but, you know, people don't realize that you may die, or you may kill yourself, you know, which is what this is, you know, Nightcord has always been about. Between Mizuki and between Mafuyu, I don't think it's technically ever implied for Kanade. A little bit, and Enna basically never. But you know, it is it's a touchy issue, I guess. Yeah, definitely. You know, Enna's really popular. Enna's very pretty popular. Much more. I do think Kanade is not super popular in the West. She's like super popular JP though. I think she's like #1 popular in JP for Nightcord. I think. But I do think it's really we're not done yet. Let's keep going. I think it's really important. I really like this message. It's okay to run away if you feel like you need to. People who say you shouldn't run away don't know the opposite. Maybe, you know, because everyone, you know, has a different lived experience. So you know, you might think, oh, if they don't run away, then you're just, you know, running away from your problems, or that, you know, if you know, confront your problems, that it's going to be a success. No, you may die, which is what people don't consider sometimes, you know, when you maybe haven't been in that situation. But let's move on to episode 8, In Spite of Fear. The final one. Here we go. Okay, they're still here, but they're showing up in Sekai later. I almost want to do the Mafuyu story right now. I feel like maybe we want to do it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how many stories, how far away it is.
今はピンとこないかもしれない。まだその時じゃないかもしれないし、でも覚えててほしいんだ。本当に追い詰められたらそういう選択肢もあるってことを。もうすぐ予備校が終わる時間になっちゃうね。行こう、真冬。
That's it. That's the message.
それじゃあここでバイバイかな。気をつけて帰ってね。
水木。
何？
今日はありがとう。久しぶりに会えてよかった。
It's okay to run away. The escape to survive. Right in the title.
ねえ、
Right on the stamp.
いえ、
何？
今日帰ってからもいろいろ考えちゃうと思うけど、でもいつだって僕たちは真冬の味方だよ。だからいつでもニーゴのみんなで世界で待ってるよ。
You know what? This is like Mafuyu smiling 2 times in a single story. That's like more than all the other stories combined. They made a big deal about it the first time after Carnation Recollection.
二人ともこっちこっち。
みずき、どうしたの？急に呼び出して。
真冬のことで。
So on one hand, I really want to do the Mafuyu story soon. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to. Because this is still ongoing for EN, technically.
ちゃんと共有しておこうと思ってさ。
Because it's not going to get resolved until... I don't even know if it's resolved in JP yet, so... But, you know, the Mafu Dad's story is coming up sometime... Sometime, you know, in the future.
逃げてもいいって言ってきたんだ。
Eh? They're like confused. Like, I do feel like, you know, they're emo in their different ways.
そんなこと話してたんだ。
Mizuki is my favorite type of emo.
二人に相
That's
談しない
why.
まま
Mizuki is my
勝手に動
favorite.
いちゃってごめん。でも
Mizuki may be my favorite again now.
言わなくちゃって思ったんだ。
After this story.
真冬の心が壊れちゃう前に。でもその相談しないで勝手に進めちゃったからちゃんと報告しておきたくてさ。
逃げてもいいか。ありがとう、みずき。私も今の真冬は逃げるっていう選択肢を持っておいた方がいいと思う。
そうだね。ガツンと言えるなら言った方がいいけど、どうしてもできないんなら他の方法を取った方がいいし。みずき、いいこと言うじゃん。
Yeah, exactly. That's like me.
もし真冬が逃げるって選択をしたら、私の家に来てもらっても
That's the kind of... Those are the kind of characters I like. Oh, I brought, you
ず
know...
っとは難しいと思うけど。
If my older viewers were here, they'd be making fun of me. I used to bring this up a lot all the time. You know, it's the difference between Naruto and Sasuke. So if you're younger, you may not have watched Naruto. But, you know, Naruto has like real problems. Sasuke has like privileged problems. I guess he's pretty bad compared to kids these days. Okay, his whole family's dead, but Naruto's family is also completely dead. But everyone in the town hates him, so there's a difference. But you know, Naruto does it with a smile on his face. He tries to make friends. He tries to bring people together. Whereas Sasuke is a complete asshole. Everyone hates him. And I always say Mafuyu is like Sasuke and Mizuki is like Naruto. And I like Naruto. That's why. Simple. Yes, that's the point. That's the whole point. It's just like Minori, you know. They're okay. I'm trying to think of who has no problems in Project Sekai. An. I think that's why people hate An. An doesn't have that many problems. An has good parents. She's also, you know, she's pretty. She's popular. I guess she's not too smart, but she doesn't seem to have too many, you know, troubles in life. That's why people don't like An, because they say she's unrelatable because she has no, you know, she has like no adversities compared to, you know, Mafuyu has everything else. He's perfect in every way except she has a bad mom. Whereas, you know, An has a good dad, or, you know, relatively. That's what I feel like. I do feel like An is super unpopular. East and West. I love An. She's so beautiful too. Yeah, she is. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure An is none of that. She was totally happy in this. What's this? Miko Hane, where things started changing for her.
What is that a word I don't know? Steve? Static. Okay. I was trying to. I couldn't fill in the blanks. She was totally happy in a static way until she met Kohane, where things started changing. Yeah. Kind of. An has amazing taste in women. Kohane is so cute. My gosh, Kohane. I feel like Kohane is the cutest. Cutest baby girl. Like a little child. So cute. But yeah, I do think that's why I love Mizuki. It's more like me. I'm extremely emo person. I try to be positive though. At least I try. Yeah. So if anyone had the least problems, it would be An. Second would probably be Tsukasa. Actually, yeah, it would be An and Tsukasa. I think. An, Tsukasa, Emu. Emu's one of them too. An, Tsukasa, Emu. Who else? That's about it, I think. That's it, I think. Yeah. But I do think Minori is in that sense. Except Minori, you never see her dark side because her dark side has been washed away, after seeing Haruka. So that's the difference. Whereas Mizuki, it's still trauma lingering around, hiding and running away from her feelings. Okay, let's see. I guess she shouldn't have some contingencies ready. Nice work. If Mafuyu decided to run, she'll always be welcome to stay at my house. Okay. This is not a spoiler anymore. Kanade says if Mafuyu does decide to run, she'll always be welcome to stay at my house. And Mizuki was saying, I have no place for Mafuyu to run to. And I was like, I'll ask my mom about it. Here we go.
二人ともありがとう。これから真冬の状況がどうなるのか僕たちには全然わからないけど、でも頑張りたいなって思う。真冬のために。
I mean, even after she met Kohane, she's still very happy. There's very few times she was sad. I guess, she was dealing with her insecurity about Kohane surpassing her, as well as, trauma with I guess we're not at Light Up the Fire yet. That's coming up soon. But An's gonna be in tears the next story. Very soon. I don't like this Kaito at all.
気になっていたでしょ。
さあな。たか、逃げるか。
あら。お気に召さないかしら。
何もしないまま突っ立ってるよりました。それに今のあいつには、取れる選択肢は多い方がいい。
そうね。あの子たちが出した答えは、真冬をどう変えてくれるのかしら。
真冬の状況はどんどん悪くなっていて、もうできることはないんじゃないかって思ってた。でもちゃんと伝えられた。逃げてもいいって伝えることができた。伝えられて本当に良かった。どの道を選ぶかは真冬次第だ。でももし真冬が逃げるって選択をするなら、それは僕の責任だ。正直ちょっと怖い気持ちはある。でも僕は僕にできることは
That's true too.
全てやりたい。
It's technically, Mizuki's fault now.
真冬がまた
So, if it doesn't end well, she's gonna have to live with that guilt. The end. I'm glad Mafuyu didn't really do anything in the story. We had a little bit here, but it was very Mizuki focused for the last 4 episodes. So I really enjoyed that. Not so much the first 4. The last 4 was pure Mizuki, so I really love that. All right, let's check out the song Kitty. I have almost full comboed it once, I think. I got one mistake one time. What's that called? Who's this song by? It's by someone. It's by Tsumigi. That's a phony, right? That's also one of my favorite songs.
味気のない夜に溶けた雪が言葉を枯らすのはなぜつかまらない思いだけがここに染めで悲しみをぼねたのなだからはずからと
I don't know. I only played on 28. I guess I have 31 unlocked. And I've cleared it, I think. But I'm not actively playing it because I don't have 28 full comboed yet. Also, that doesn't look like Mafuyu anymore. I mean, this one also doesn't look like Mizuki either. It doesn't. Anna looks like Anna. Kanade looks so much older. All right, let's do the what's that called? The live show, and we'll call it a night. Oh, actually, I should look this up before the stream ends. I can, or someone can tell me. Do you guys know what's the difficulty on Master for Passion at 25? Which should be released tomorrow night, right? If the difficulty is like 29 or 30, I'm thinking of doing a 3-hour stream. Passion at 25. I love that song too. I love that song. It may be my 3rd favorite song. 25 Master? What? Okay, there's definitely no 3-hour stream tomorrow then. Oh man. I love that song. Wait, is the Master really 25?
前とは見違えるくらいすっきりした顔になったわね。でも、悩んでいた顔も素敵だったわよ。
Mafuyu's not here.
そうかな。
もう、ルカ。
まあ、ありがとうって言われて素直にどういたしましてっていうルカもあんまり想像できないけどね。 確かにそうだね。
あら、
どうしたの？
誰かが来たみたいね。
Mafuyu's here too.
真冬、
今日は大丈夫なの？予備校が少し早く終わって門限までは時間があったから。
そうだったんだ。来れてよかった。
そんなに時間はないからちょっとしかいられないんだけど、でも来られてよかった。
Man, it really is 25. Yeah, I was like, oh, I think I wouldn't mind doing a 3-hour stream of that. But 25, we will be done in like 5 minutes. So can't do that tomorrow then.
そうだね。私も
And I'm not up for
一緒
Imperial
に
Girl
歌い
again.
た
I'm
い
still tired.
作
Tired
業
of
す
being
る
a
時間はな
failure.
さそうだし、それなら歌ってすっきりした方がいいんじゃない？どうかな？
私も歌いたい。
それじゃあみんなで歌おう。ノンブレスオブリージュ。
世界中のすべての人間に疲れるなんて気持ち悪いよ。だけど一つになれない教室で君と二人手をつないでいたいの。
I mean, I've said this before. I don't like this Nightcord stage because you can't get close to it. There's this stupid triangle there that's like blocking you. This isn't a Mizuki focused cover or anything, right? It's not. It's just a It's not. I guess my eyes are just on Mizuki. There was that like Enna part before they broke into the chorus, or the repeated part. Oh. Luca wasn't there, right? But she's wearing an outfit. Does Luca have a card? Probably, right? Yeah, we've seen the art, so she's got to.
一緒に歌ってくれてありがとう。
The hair looks so different from normal Luca. Because normal Luca's like Kanade's hair, super long.
私も心が軽くなった。そっか、よかった。
Also, this is a different ponytail for Mafuyu, but it's not great compared to her usual one.
何かあったらすぐ言いなさいよ。
The usual one, so
いつでも
nice.
力になるからさ。
Number 1 in Sekai. Maybe Kanade's Spojo Park one, that was pretty nice too.
マフユ、
Or the Kanade cooking one from the wedding one.
また来てね。いつでも
Yeah. I definitely have done that before. I'm pretty sure I did. This one definitely looks more Luca-like.
ありがとう。
Also, this style completely doesn't look like Mizuki at all. Like, it's like very, urban youth, very street hip-hoppy-ish. So it's absolutely doesn't fit, Mizuki at all.
それじゃあ僕
It's
たち
not,
は
kawaii
僕
at
たち
all.
にできることを
Or,
頑張ってい
that kind
こ
of
うか。
kawaii.
みずき、なんだかかっこいいね。
そうかな。
みんなもそう思ってるんじゃないかしら。
Yeah, it doesn't look like Luca without the hair.
なんか急に褒められると照れちゃうな。みんなありがとう。おかげでちょっと勇気もらえたよ。ってわけで今日も作戦会議頑張ろう。うん。
The end. Okay, before I recap the story, I want to see how far Mafuyu's story is. Though I don't think I should rush it because it's probably not going to come to an end. It's probably not even an end on EN yet. Like it's really going to come down to Mafuyu's next story, which I'm looking up right now. Or anyone can tell me if you know when Mafuyu's next story is. June? Am I right? It's June of this year, so it's still 6 months real time away. By that time, I will have caught up to stories, so no use to rush it. I think, yeah, I guess this one is June. This one's July, so it's like 11 months away from this one. Which is kind of interesting how there are like no Nightcord stories until then, I think. Maybe there might be an Enna one, but there's no Mizuki and there's no Kanade we just got. So, yeah. Alright, what else was I gonna say? This is July. We are in April still, I believe. April, okay. Well, I was gonna count how many stories. We'll count later. I think it's not worth doing it out of order. It's not too far. Like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 is quite far. It's gonna be like a month away, maybe 2 months away. But not the story. Wrong story. I did really enjoy this. I love Mizuki. I'm very happy that the last 5 episodes focused, purely on from Mizuki's perspective. It didn't just, revolve around Mafuyu. Even though basically, all their activities revolve around Mafuyu. The fact that, we got some Mizuki story that wasn't just, backstory teasers or, history teasers. We haven't gotten anything super substantial yet. But, how Mizuki thinks as well as, her lived experiences, which lead her to look at solutions from a different perspective. Which for me, it's very relatable, and I do kind of agree with it. So like I say, I always use a stamp. I already talked about it earlier. How I do think I think it's really common for people to say never run away, but I don't think that's always the right answer. Every time. I think there's a balance between, when you should run or when you shouldn't. Because, sometimes the only option is to run because the other option is to die. Which is basically what is implied here. And you never know, how people are feeling. Especially kids these days, especially. They're even more fragile than me. I'm a millennial and I'm already fragile, but, kids these days are like 100 times worse. I feel like. But I did really enjoy this story. I do feel like with this one, Mizuki is like back to my favorite character again in Nightcord. So he's like competing with Kanade for my 4th and 5th spot now on my tier list. Which let me see if I have it here. Yeah, like she's been pushed down because the other stories, she's basically had no story for a while. They've been delaying things until Mizu 5 for too long. Between this one, which was just backstory of, and this one, and this one. It's been dragging on since the very beginning. So it's a really, really, really long time. But this one, Mizuki's character really shines, so I really enjoyed it. I do think everyone kind of had their moment too. Mafuyu has her, she's beautiful, and she has, that's about it. She had some plot points. Enna, her personality stepped up. She acted, American, get in their face. And it blew up. It didn't work. And then Kanade, I guess Kanade didn't do as much. Kanade is also worried. But Kanade offered her place, which is kind of kind of important because if you don't have anywhere to run to, it can be an issue. But yeah, it's kind of what's that called? I was gonna talk about one of the reasons I started streaming is kind of I feel like if I don't, I may die soon. That's one of the reasons why. From a logical perspective. I don't want to talk about it too much. It's not something I can talk about now. Maybe in the future I can look back and laugh at it. But I do think in the sense people could say, I'm running away from real life. But it's my life. It's what I can do. It's all I can do. So I guess I've been running for a long time. I don't think I'm ever gonna become a normie, and I don't even think I want to at this point. I guess I'm very stubborn too as well. So this story resonates with me a lot, and Mizuki as well. But that's it for tonight, I believe. Thank you everyone for watching. Okay, so because I was thinking about doing a 3-hour stream of Nijugoji no Jonetsu, but it is 25, so that's absolutely not gonna happen. It'll be over in 5 minutes, so no point. I do really love that song though, because I know I love it because I considered learning the lyrics to it. And I was just thinking, what else have I considered learning the lyrics to that I haven't yet? There's not very many. Imperial Girl, maybe. Realize, Bitter Chocolate Decoration, and Daybreak Frontline. Basically, everything on this list, other than the ones I already know. I already know the lyrics to this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. That's basically, it's pretty high up there. It's pretty good. I don't think anything else comes close. It is, so it's definitely going on my favorites list very soon. Though I may not play it every day because, 25 is kind of, there's no practice to be had. It's also, not too fun to play easier difficulties sometimes. If I'm trying to get better. But because of that, I don't know what I'll be streaming tomorrow or if I'll be streaming. That was kind of the backup plan. The event ends tomorrow, so probably no tiering tomorrow. I will. I think. Oh, here's one last question in case anyone knows the answer to it. For web pages on a browser, if you there's this page. So Sekai.best, I cannot right-click on the gacha banners and open in a new tab when I'm browsing from events or from gacha. If there's web pages that don't let you open in a new tab, you can only click it, and if you right click it, it says back or forward. Does anyone know if there's a way around it? Because that's what I used to do for your Sekai.best for my gacha planning streams. If I can't do that, it becomes really, really bad. I don't think I could do it on stream, or I would have to kind of work around it. Because I would basically have to scroll through the full list every time to look for where I left off on the banners. Since before I'm very sure I could right click on it and I can open a new tab, but now I cannot anymore for the Sekai viewer on Sekai.best. So I don't know if you guys know any kind of web pages. I also don't know what to Google. I tried to Google a solution, but it doesn't come up for me. Or I don't know if I'm asking the wrong questions. But I don't know how to open links on this, or they're not links. It might be some kind of script, like JavaScript or something. I can't open the different events in gacha or events on Sekai.best. In a separate tab, and if I open it and I go back, then it resets the list and I have to scroll through 3 months of gachas to try to find out where I left off. That needs to kind of be done, though. Now I'm thinking maybe I should just wait till the end of the event. So 2 days from now. Yeah, exactly. I can't do that on that anymore. So I used to, because I know this for a fact, because I've done this on what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different streams in the past year and a half. I've done this, for my gacha planning stream. This will technically be the 10th or 11th installment. I basically do it every 3 months. At the beginning, I did 5 streams because, I had to catch up on a year and a half of gachas. Yeah, I could load from, that's the thing though. If I load from Sekaipedia, or not Sekaipedia. Yeah, Sekaipedia. If I load from Sekaipedia, there's too much UI and text. So normally I load from Sekai Viewer because I can just get, straight into a giant image. But I guess maybe I'll have to resort to fandom, or maybe I will I honestly don't know what else I could do because I would have to. Because normally, I can't show it right now. Let me see if I can show it right now. You give me like 10, 30 seconds maybe. I'll try real quick. Frame right. A browser test. Main browser danger. I think it's main browser danger. Main browser danger on. Nope. Huh. Nope. Okay, well, we'll forget about it. Basically, the UI is really nice to do on stream. But now, if I had to do that, it would just be kind of like showing web page, so I might have to resort to that. Otherwise, I'll have to, I'll have to scroll through the list every time I'm looking for it. Which will actually not be an issue except for birthdays. Because technically the event list is really short, so I can scroll through it easily. But the gacha list is huge. Like, just doing this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So roughly like 6 finger wheel scrolls of gacha pages on Sekai.best. Just to get to birthdays and stuff. So, for birthdays, I like to look at all the old birthdays as well to kind of see which was my favorite birthday card now. So, there's a Haruka, a Akito, a Shizuku, Honami, and Rin and Len, and Meiko too, I think. But I guess it's not that bad, but it would be really annoying. It would definitely ruin the flow of the stream. Not like it was before. But yeah, I don't know when they changed this. But I guess there's no way to work around that. At least I can't figure out how to, open a new tab. It just doesn't let you anymore now. So I will think about it later off stream. I don't know. So that could be tomorrow. So today is the 29th. Technically, tomorrow is the last day of the stream, which means technically January 1st is the first day that I can do tiering for the new event. I will be rolling gacha. It is in the plan. For this banner, it's the Minori and Shizuku and Shiho. And, of course, it's Mizuki. Mizuki is actually the featured character, I think, in the story. But I'm actually aiming for Shiho and Minori. I'm not actually aiming for Mizuki or Shizuku because I don't actually like their I don't like the cards. That's all there is to it. I don't like their cards for this banner, even though they're also one of my some of my favorite characters. Yeah, I don't know when they changed this, but I can't open in a new tab. So normally for birthday I would have to open 4 tabs, but this time I would have to open one, and then it would be really bad. I would have open one and then go back and then scroll through and then open one and then go back and then scroll through. I don't think I could handle that. I don't think it would be horrible for the stream too. Yeah, it's Meiko. So it's Mizuki, Shiho, Meiko, Shizuku, and now that I go back, I have to scroll through the list again. But yeah, I might have to rely on fandom or some more wiki type thing instead. There, Karafuru stage. Yes, it is. Minori is Colorfest, Shizuku, Mizuki, Shiho, and Meiko. But because it's Minori, I don't think my mind can change, so we can technically delay gacha until later. Also, technically everyone was saying that the new cards for JP this year are already released on Twitter, but I don't think the pre-training is, so that may change my mind a little bit. I guess only for An. I think it's An, Haruka. Haruka's not my favorite. I think Akito... I forgot who else. Akito, Kaito, and Airi, I think. But I think they're all post-training. But yeah, that's it for tonight, I think. Gonna wrap up soon. Honkai Star Rail, I don't know. Yesterday's stream was kind of, I felt like the mood was kind of ruined. Fandom, I guess you know what? I don't think I've ever used fandom. I mean, I could try it right now. Let's see. Fandom Project Sekai. I normally use Sekai.best because that's the reason I use Sekai.best, because it's very low spec. Like there's no spammy things, there's no advertisements, it's just pure database. Oh, that new Kohane one's so cute. I don't know if I would though. Let's see how the format is. Explore gachas. JP 2024 September. I can try October. Talent blooms. Click. No, it's so much UI. It's so much UI. So like if I just talk about it, okay. I click on the banner, it brings me to the page. I click on the card, it brings me to another page. And then I have to scroll down and then click the full art. And then it's not even full. I would have to open the image in a new tab, and then I would have to zoom out and do it. It's a lot more work. But it is, I guess it's better than... I don't know if it's better than scrolling through the list every time. Because it's only the birthdays. Technically, oh, you know what? I could do that for birthdays. So I could go through, I could filter by cards. I can do birthdays by cards. So I can filter by character and birthday rarity, and it will show all 4. Yeah, that's an option, I think. And then I can just go through the event list. So the event list I can go through easily, no problem. So that might be tomorrow. So basically, the next tiering slash gacha is going to be on New Year's morning for me. Maybe I'll do countdown too. I did do countdown last year, but it wasn't a gacha stream though. I think maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should delay. Basically, I don't know my schedule, but please look forward to it. There's going to be some gacha planning coming up soon, as well as 300 up to 300 pulls for the upcoming New Year's Colorfest banner. Other than that, Wuthering Waves, I think I want to play Wuthering Waves one more time before 3.0 drops, or not 3.0, 2.0 drops. Carlotta, I don't know if I'll pull right at the beginning. I might wait a few days. I also do, we have revenge pulls for Firefly. I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be real all or nothing gacha. It's going to be heartbreaking or, ecstatic. It's literally going to be E2 Firefly or nothing. It's the dream. E2 Firefly is so broken. I never would have imagined that, as a free-to-play I'd be able to get an E2 Firefly, but I guess that's because I passed on, basically everyone else. So that's coming up soon. Zenless Zone Zero, what's that called? I've started doing dailies every day now, so I'm kind of back in the groove, but I don't know. I think I have to do story, but I don't know if I want to do story on stream for Zenless Zone Zero. I did check. I think I'm at the end of chapter 2. So I have done some of it on stream before, back during release. I'm enjoying Miyabi, I'll put it that way. And they just gave us the Harumasa or whatever his name is, so free S rank, I'm happy with that too. So I do remember for the Shiryu events, or is it, how does he say, Shiryu events, before I got hard stop because I didn't have 2 teams, I only had 1 team. But now I can technically build at least 2 teams, so maybe have a little bit more of a chance. Yeah, that's it. Infinity Nikki, I've stopped doing dailies for that one. In another life, that would have been fun. I do like that one, but honestly, I don't know. In the next few days, I'm thinking of doing my usual, New Year's announcement. It's gonna be pretty similar to last year's resolution, so there will be changes to upcoming streams. I guess I'm feeling much better today than I did after yesterday's stream, so I'm feeling good. But I do have to remember, keep my eye on, what I need to be doing. I'll just go over it again, in about 2 days. But thank you everyone for watching. So I don't know the schedule yet, but I will say that I will be streaming on New Year's for sure, probably. That means 31st to the 1st, the morning of the 1st. So that's in 2 days at least. Tomorrow, maybe not. But thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you guys, if not tomorrow, then by New Year's. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.